Hello, welcome to Pepper's Echo. My name's Andre, and a happy new year to all of you out there. Yeah, may all acquaintance be forgot and all turn to snot. Mate, no, I'm kidding. Everything's good. Happy new year. I have this honest feeling that I'm forgetting something. I'm feeling like lights on. I think the mic is on, everything to that effect. And yeah, I have been on an African adventure for the Christmas and New Year. So welcome back to everybody. Let me just greet everyone over here that is here today. Mel S. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Buzzy, who's always looking after me, even when I'm forgetting everything. Debbie, how are you keeping, Debbie? White Zulu Fiona, so good to see you. Debbie, I've said, Buzzy, Ina, my wife, hello. Buzzy, Debbie, Arbart, our favorite chef. He's got a 6-star Michelin chef. How are you keeping, buddy? Always load shedding at the moment. What a terrible thing. Ellison, hello, my dearie. So good to see you. And then what else? Who else we got? Arbot, Allison, Debbie, and what to do? Debbie, Arbot, Allison. There we go. So yes, it's back, Max back. As you can see, I've been on a African adventure. Pepper Dundee from down under, no, just down south. And I got myself this really good crocodile hunting quacker over there, which I shall pull over in a moment or two as well. But I hope you had an absolutely fabulously blessed Christmas and that your new year has been an absolute blast to start off with and not too much load shedding. I got to tell you all about what happened in our load shedding. But let's take a look at a quick, which I haven't done for a long time, on what you're watching. So, like, first of all, we've got old Chris Wyatt there, best knowledgeable person on South Africa and news and views, based all the way up there in Pennsylvania. Buzzy says, welcome back. It is such a thrill to be back again. Thank you very, very much. And Alison, yeah, we got to see Alison at last. Welcome. Pleasure getting together with you both. Such an awesome couple. We really could have I could have chatted all day. Chatted all day. Orbot, hello. Each you got the full African experience, load shedding and all. Debbie, thank you. I haven't shaved at all. I haven't shaved, nothing. We've just been sleeping. But anyway, let's go through the quick what you're watching, and then I'll talk your ear off for a second or two. Not going to go too long because I've got so much to do still. But yeah, Chris Wyatt. Then if you like your rugby, you get hold of Chris Wyatt's Rugby Ascent, which is going to be an absolutely super up to the date. He does commentating on rugby and that. And then I got to meet this fantastic, phenomenal chap as well. I'll tell you about it as well. Ronaldo Gous, our guy from down under in the south. Very great person there. If you're not tuned in, I'm sure you're all tuned in to Ronaldo Gous as well. What an awesome chap. Then don't forget our very own Buzzy. Buzzy, they think it's about time you started broadcasting a bit again. Our very own Poloni from Panoni. Rebellious Ruth, and then not forgetting our very, should I say, great lady in waiting, because you're a lady, Fiona. You're an absolute lady. White Zulu. Pop over there, subscribe, because wow, she reads parts of her book, and it is an amazing read. And as I said, the absolute way that you read it is just nostalgia. And then, of course, you can pop over to whitezulubook.com, not just www.whitezulubook.com. And you can pop around and see the different photos. I'm not going to go too much in there again. Let's pick a... And some lovely ladies and gentlemen there. Nuns Snow, very, very nice. Okay, pop around to there. But yes, oh, Hendo, how are you keeping, my friend? I'm so, so chuffed to see you. Hello, big shout out to you there. Phenomenal. Was listening to Waitulu's latest video. Funny. Wonderful, wonderful. I haven't got to the latest one yet. I must be honest. I've been such a lazy ass. And I'm telling you, what I have been doing this weekend is nothing but sleeping and sleeping and more sleeping. Oh, Fiona says, no nuns, us. Okay, sorry. I was just looking quickly, so they look nunny. It's probably the thing on the head. I've also got a thing on the head. But anyway, so what an absolute rave. But also want to talk about your new year this year as well. So before I actually just pull out and take off for the holiday, I want to tell you something. New Year is something where everybody starts talking about New Year resolutions. Who knows about New Year resolutions? Rest, recovery, what's to say? Hendo says, chilling, lots of rain here. Wow, wow. We had some nice chill weather there as well. I must say, it wasn't that hot. The weather was very, very kind to us. Great stuff, man. Well done, Hendo. I hope you had a fabulous Christmas and New Year, buddy. And Debbie said, "A rest recovery. What were what it's what we wore to chapel and church 3 times a day. My goodness me, that's a hairstyle and a half that you had to put together there. But yeah, no rest recovery duration. What was I saying? Okay, so we start with who knows. I think we all know so well that very, very familiar New Year's resolution that we always put together. We always put together a New Year's resolution. This is what we're going to do for New Year. As you can see, I have not shaved this year yet. No, I have. I just haven't shaved since like Wednesday type of thing. So I'm looking the part of the dirty, scruffy, roughy African man. But anyway, but yeah, New Year's resolution. Debbie says, no, just forge forward in gratitude and live in the moment. Buzzy says, no resolution for me. It's usually, however, everybody decides new year, new start. I don't know. It's like during the week, everyone goes, okay, we'll start on Monday again. You know, we'll always find somewhere to get a starting point in life, to start to do something. What are we going to do? What new things are we going to take on? What are we going to do? What we're going to change? What is going to happen? What is going to do? What are we going to do? And Anna Marie Null, how are you keeping? Great to see you here too. So what we want, what I looked at the other day is, and I saw something that said, what are you going to stop doing in New Year? I thought, well, that's all. Big shout out, ours at DVD. Thank you very much. DVD looked after the fur balls at my house beautifully. Thank you so, so very much. He's just been moving out and moving back into his house today as well. But anyway, let's get back. So, what are you going to stop doing? It's not every time it's like New Year, we want to start doing something. I'm going to start going to gym. I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start that book I want to read. I'm going to start being better. I'm going to start. What are we going to stop doing this New Year? What are we going to stop doing this New Year? So, what I want to do is take a look at what are we leaving behind. So, you know, there's a lot we want to start and a lot we want to do, but what are we going to stop doing? What are we leaving behind in last year? Are there things in your life that you don't need to drag over into this year? Things that we seem to carry on and drag on in our lives. Sometimes it's regret, sometimes it's anxiety, sometimes it's concern about something I've done. And you know what? If you're anything like me, you can get concerned about things that you've done quite a couple of years ago that's probably nobody bothers accepting for you. Anna Marie says, I wish I could stop picking up. Well, look at this round face, Anna Marie. Look at this round face. Doesn't it look like I've been having African nosh for the last 2 weeks? Here we go. Thanks, Debbie. Well done to DVD for looking after the fur babies. And they were in such great condition. They, yeah, we were so excited to see them. But yeah, let's take a look. I mean, there's things that you want to leave behind. I wanted to leave behind a lot of materialism from last year. Not that I think I'm materialistic. I'm going over to leather from material, as you can see. No, I'm kidding. But not that I'm materialistic, but just, you know what? Your house seems to be cluttered as what your life is. And it's like, I'll sort this out when I sort that out. And I'll sort this out when I sort that out. And when my life gets right, I'm going to sort that out. So, yeah. Wow, Pastor Coral, how are you keeping? Reduce the things in life that doesn't bring life. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So I thought, well, you know what? At least start. So we've already thrown in a box of stuff and we've sent it off with DVD and his wifey or his fiance to hand into people, you know. So if I need to declutter my life, I need to declutter my life, but I need to declutter around me. And if it's going to help me decluttering around me, then damn, we'll start doing it now. I need to take away the worry. I need to take away one of the things I need to leave out is I need to leave out worrying about what other people think of me. I'd like to leave behind my chronic illness and stop feeling so exhausted all the time. Yeah, I can imagine that is many people would like to leave things like that behind, and I can only feel for you there when I say I can hear that. Hi, John, welcome. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But yes, we're taking a look at what we're leaving behind, what we're going to stop doing, what we stop doing, and what we're going to leave behind. And yeah, you know what? You want to leave behind resentment. You want to leave behind regret. If I carried regret throughout last year for things that I've done last year or things that I've done years before last year, you know what? This year, I don't want to carry that bag anymore. I'd like to leave that behind. I'd really, really like to leave behind worrying about what everybody says. Debbie says, we need to love without a price tag. That is something that is not going to cost you anything to do. Yes. It's not going to cost you jack to do. Let's take that along with us. I think, you know what, coming back from holiday, and this is why I was even a little bit late today and everything like that as well. I started packing out my cases. And being on holiday, everybody wants something as well. So, I mean, we actually had to pay from PE to Johannesburg. We had to take an extra suitcase and we had to pay another 850 something rand additional for overweight luggage because this one wanted this one. I mean, my best request that I cannot get my head wrapped around yet is Spekko rice from South Africa to Asia, for crying out aloud in my sleep in these navy blue eyes of mine. And they're not navy, just by the way. Spekko rice. That's like cheap-tastic rice. Like, it's not even like a speciality. I want a bag of rice from South Africa to Asia. Wow. So the rear view mirror analogy is good too. I do know it, but I'm not too sure how to put that one across. I can't remember it 100%, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. But yeah, objects in the rear view mirror appear larger than what they are. Yeah, but stop looking in the back because you're going to have an accident going forward. But I just, you know what? You need to stop thinking what people always used to worry about what everybody. When I was on stream, I mean, the stream still stresses me out. Am I saying the right thing? Oh, I'm sorry for saying this. I'm sorry for saying this. I'm sorry if I'm going to. Oh, geez. Yes, and 3 bottles of Richelieu had to come back as well. Met Asia. It's a pleasure, DVD. But, you know, when you actually take a look, and I'm just using it as an analogy. I'm not complaining about bringing stuff back for people. But what I'm saying is, when you start carrying other people's baggage, it starts costing you. So in life, I think we need to stop this year. And this is what I want to do. I'm sure you might have many things that you want to stop doing and what you want to leave behind. But I'd like to leave behind worrying. I'd like to leave behind probably the assumption of worrying, because a lot of times it's not what people say about you or do or see you as, it's what you assume they will do. So you're already feeling regretful, resentful, hurt, uh, re- I should have say whatever. The word I'm looking for is just blown right out of my ass. No, no, not there. Um, anxious, and then it hasn't happened. It's an assumption, And then when it does happen, it's an absolute disaster. So you know what? I think you need to bring that suitcase up and start packing out everybody's stuff. And this is what we've been doing today when we woke up eventually, is we started packing out everybody's stuff and started moving it aside and moving it aside. And all of a sudden, your suitcase suddenly becomes a lot more lighter. And guess what? You can see what you brought, what's in your life. So the minute you stop looking or carrying everybody else's baggage, you start seeing your own luggage. And next thing you see, I have too many shirts. I can donate this one away there. Or look at this. I haven't worn this in ages. I love this. So the minute you stop carrying people's baggage, you can actually start looking at your own. The more you're trying to fix your own life or to clear your own life or to flush it out, clear your house or whatever, the more you are ending up not seeing your own, because you're carrying everybody else's, the baggage from everybody else. What does they say? What do they think? Oh, I feel really bad about that. This is terrible. You know what? Sometimes, just sometimes, you've got to have some faith in yourself. I picked up a beautiful, beautiful daily devotional that I started reading. And I can actually pick up some things from there. It's lying next to my bed at the moment, because I read it and it's got like some beautiful traits. The one was what you're looking out for the new year for. You know what? How are you going to let God control your new year, or whatever you're going to do? And then the other one was decisions, decisive making. It's important not to be rash, but it's important to make your decisions and to be a decisive decision maker, not to be indecisive. So you know what? Fear stops you from making decisions. And you need to stop making it. I'm looking at all this and I'm thinking, this is exactly what I want to do. I just want to leave this stuff behind. I need to make a decision. And the only way I can leave it behind is if I make a decision. I want to stop judging people. I want to stop having people work me up when it doesn't even bother them. And of course, that lasted, I don't know, a few seconds until I got onto the airport again. And then everybody worked me up all the way to here for 2 days. So that failed immediately, because I thought, these flippant, arrogant, angry South Africans. And then I came back and it was exactly what I was, as an arrogant, angry South African, because I got off that plane and this one walked too slow and this one burped too hard and this one farted too loudly. Literally, we were on the airport in Bangkok and Angelique was sitting next to Ina. And this guy was on the phone, and next thing he just cocked his leg and rammed one out there. I think Angelique just about climbed onto Ina's lap all of a sudden. And just like, well, normal. Well, you know what? When in Asia. But yeah. So what's Debbie say while we're talking about this? I still have special ties for you all the way from Disney World to add to your collection. Need to post you as I missed courier to Alison. Oh, shame, bless you. Thank you very much, Debbie. I look forward to that very much. Anne Marie also always saying, I'm also always saying, when I leave the room, I would love to be a fly on the wall. Yes. You know what? It's because we are so worried about what's happening and packing everybody else's stuff into our suitcase. When you leave the room, you know what? I think we should leave the room. It's not our business. It's not our worry. We should carry our own cases, because we got enough junk in that case that we can sort out. And we can't see our stuff for everybody else's stuff in there. Buzzy says, I'm leaving false perceptions behind. Beautiful, Buzz. Debbie says, stop, pause, engage. Applies to... There we go. Hit that reset button. Stop, pause, engage. Boom. And when he says, it's a great analysis, unpack your bags. Yeah, it's just, you know what, it's things that hit me because I want to change in New Year. But you know what? I'm going to become this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And I need my life sorted out and everything to that effect. And hell, man, you are so wanting to do that. But when you have so much on your back and so much in your suitcase and so much on your pack, how can you sort this stuff out? You can only start sorting out things once it becomes less, so you can actually see it. And we brought back everyone's stuff. And it was rice, and it was chicken a la king mixture, and rice mixture, and brandy, and grandpa headache pellets, and biltong cutters, and ghost pops, and oh man, you name it. We brought all this stuff. Plus, we brought a whole new lot of problems with us as well. Guess what I found? Wilbur Smith. And then I found another Wilbur Smith. And I couldn't resist another Wilbur Smith. This is weight that you add to your case. Make sure it's worth its weight, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't pack things in, don't take on new traits. Of course, not wanting to be the grumpy person and not wanting to get worked up by politics, I casually went and opted for, let's see if I can get it without the shine on it. There we go. Our Poisoned Land. Man, it's the book by Jacques Poe. I'm not being paid to. It is freaking amazing what the bloody bunch of CANCs, ERs, that I'm doing and are doing to our country. No wonder they tried to put an interdict in there. But let's take a look what Debbie says. You can experience stress like a load of stones on your back that you carry with you without taking time to look at it, unpack, move on for greater good. Well, that's the whole thing. And you know what we end up doing? Yeah, lots of reading going to happen there. Yeah, I got that. I got 2 devotionals. I bought a whole lot of Afrikaans books for Ina. Because we don't get Afrikaans books here and we don't get devotionals here. So we bought, I think we got like about 3 devotionals and got some Afrikaans books for Ina. And of course, I wanted Our Poisoned Land. But we put them in. But we've always got to remember, you've got to take out stuff. So luckily we took over stuff and we gave stuff to people. We gave stuff to my mom. We took over stuff for people. And we at least took out of our languages. But yeah, let's see. Anna Marie says, ebooks would have saved you. So, I agree with you, but I just like that feeling of a book and reading in it and putting the bookmark in. And I don't know, I'm old school in that sense. But getting back to what I'm saying. All right. So you take things along with you in life. But sometimes to lighten your load, you need to give. I think it was Debbie who mentioned it earlier. Love without a price tag. You don't sell it. You give it away. Sometimes we give things out of our lives that actually, thanks, John. It's out of Africa. It's my African edition, this. So I'm wearing an African hat today. And I'll read you the sad little tale that actually comes on the tag as well. But, to make space for new things in our life, we cannot hoard. So, of course, I've been on safari through the streets of PE, through the lions and the giraffes and the rhinos. But to make space for new things in our lives, we've got to make space for new things in our lives. You can't carry on and carry on and carry on. And if you hold all your love and you hold all your care and you hold all your kindness and you hold all your smiles and you hold all your happiness and you hold all your joy and you hold all your good things to yourself, you don't have place to pack anything that somebody else gives to you. So it's important that you pack that out as well. So when we went over with 2 full suitcases. We actually packed another suitcase in the suitcase because we thought we were going to need another one. And this is what we always do. We actually pack in extra space just in case we're going to need that space. Instead of managing our lives with what we've got, we take an extra suitcase along so that we can carry extra burdens. And woe and be told, even though we gave away a lot that we'd taken, we seem to have picked up a lot more. And not only for ourselves, because of course you do find things like this fantabulous hat from Wezandla in African market in Port Elizabeth. Shout out to them. They were closed until the 5th. On the, I think it was the 2nd or the 3rd, we phoned and said, when you're opening again? And they said, no, we're only opening the 5th. We said, we'll be leaving on the 5th. And not a problem to them. They got 3 of their staff members and they went and opened up specially for us. So shout out to Wezandla in Port Elizabeth, the African market there. And they are definitely priced not badly. In the boardwalk, there was a curio shop that was selling these. This is what I got last time I went down. But a friend of mine wanted as well, elephant hair bracelets. And I kid you not, I went to Wezandla and we went to the boardwalk as well beforehand. Wezandla was 200 Rand cheaper on them than what your curio shop in the boardwalk was. Sendo say, hopefully Andre dodged the exotic local wildlife, including the tokoloshi. I don't deal with more tokoloshis than what I can handle, bro. I'm busy talking about unpacking these things, damn it. So yeah, you always tend to take, and instead of making arrangements and making decisions to actually sort your life out, your suitcases, you pack in extra suitcases to carry more weight. And woe and betide, after taking on more stuff for ourselves, which we usually do in life as well, we take on more. But we've got to do this. I'm not saying don't take on new things in your life. What I'm saying is be considerate into what, or considerate, be cautious on what you take on in your life. We also took on a whole lot for other people. And once again, I'm not comparing it to bringing things back for people. I'm comparing it to life, where you tend to carry people's luggage. And you're bringing and you're wanting to please people so much that you're taking things and you don't realize the weight that you're carrying, and you pay the price. I paid excess, 851 Rand, 52 Rand, I think it was, for excess luggage from Port Elizabeth to Johannesburg. Yeah, I must actually see if I can get Wezandla up over here so I can give them a bit of a shout out. They were so cool. They actually sent people in and opened up specially for us. But yeah, as we go along, so now Ina and I, there we go. Let me give it a share quickly while I'm about it. There's it. Wezandla, masks, sculptures, paintings, jewelry, African decor. They have beautiful, their whole thing is just, they've got all stuff from Africa, whether you want t-shirts, caps, hats, art, crafts, local crafts. Don't know if there's a photos. Where is it? Shop by category, African art, decor, craft market, Wezandla collection, collectors items. Beautiful, yes, and COVID hit them hard as well. There's some things, and they can go from expensive, and we were like buying key rings at 35 Rand. It's not like you go in there and have to spend 1,000, 5,000, 6,000 Rand. Some of the art is expensive as well, but you must understand every little thing is handmade. There was like a little wooden statuettes and things. I mean, there's everything, masks, African art, masks, sculptures, paintings, tribal jewelry, African decor, ceremonial dolls, textiles, baskets, craft market, wire bead sculptures, musical instruments, African clothing, African accessories, handmade jewelry, handmade children's toys, Wezandla collection, handmade leather bags, clothing, jewelry, accessories, collector's items, and hats. I don't know. They didn't give an address here. I think it's in Russell Street in Port Elizabeth. But if you ever go to Port Elizabeth, I would definitely. There we go. 37 Parliament Street, Central, Port Elizabeth, Eastern Cape, South Africa. There it is there. 37 Parliament Street, Central, Port Elizabeth, Eastern Cape, South Africa. Or Becca. But I see they still got Port Elizabeth there, which is cool. Which is cool. Don't know if there's phone numbers in that. But online, here's a telephone number. Worldwide shipping is +27, which is South African. So it's 041 585 1185. 041 585 1185. Address online at wezandla.com, WEZANDLA. Online at wezandla.co.za. So I would definitely give them a shout out and definitely say to you, pop around to them, because they were closed until the 5th, and it was the 2nd or the 3rd, and it's not a problem. It was the 3rd because the 2nd was a public holiday, which I didn't even know about. I'm walking around trying to get everything open. And yeah, something else that doing things for people can take out of your life is time. Be careful about the time that people take out of your life. Make sure that it's worth it, because I'm not saying don't do things for people, but about 2 days out of our holiday was taken about running around stores and places looking for things for people. So yeah, and we phoned and we said, when are you opening? And they said, not only the 5th. We said, oh no, we're leaving on the morning of the 5th. They said, but you know what? We'll open for you. Just give us an hour. And I'm telling you, it wasn't an hour. They had 3 staff members there opening for us. And Ina and myself, it's like an old house that we walked through and into the different rooms and got things and bought stuff and everything like that. Went, done our transaction. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Wow. You know what? Shout out to Wezandla. We go pop them on there again. Wezandla, and it's wezandla.co.za, wezandla.co.za. African art market and African market, because there's everything. If you want, as I said, t-shirts, caps, bags, jewelry, key rings, mugs, little things, purses. You know, well, this is where I got Daddy hat from. Now that looks like a bit of a trumpy, but anyway. So yeah, well done to Azandla. So yeah, you must take a look at what you're doing for people. So you know what? A lot of times you're running around and you're taking time out of your precious moments. We spent about 2 days in all running around to different stores trying to find what people wanted. Now, once again, I'm not regretting what I've done for people. I'm not saying it was wrong or problematic, but I'm just comparing it to life. How much time in our lives do we read our how much time in our lives do we spend trying to make other people happy, trying to do things for other people at the cost of our own time? And careful what you pack into your bags. This year, I want to leave behind everybody else's effect on me. You know what? I'm not saying F off. I'm just saying, you know what? I'm making peace with this. I'm making peace with this. And we're carrying on. So, guys, before I tell you about my holiday a little bit and then I sign off, I just want to say to you, leave things behind. Don't make a New Year's resolution for what you want to do. Clean your suitcases out, because then you can see what you have. Start by taking everybody else's luggage that you're carrying out so that you can see your own luggage, and then work through your own luggage and donate, give away, and share what is too much. If you have too many shirts, give them away. And I'm not using it as a physical example, go into your cupboard and go and start throwing shirts out. I'm just saying, you got all the love in your heart. Go and give it away. You need to share. If you've got pain in your life and you've got friends, share it with them. They will help you carry. You will help others. But make sure that your luggage is something that you can carry. Take a look. Once you've cleared everybody else's, you can then take a look at yours and clear yours. Stop carrying on regret. Stop carrying on anxiety. Stop carrying on what people think of you. Just accept you for a change. We're not saying be arrogant. I'm not saying be rash, be decisive. Something that I learned on my second day of my little book, my little devotional. That was an absolutely amazing devotional. I'll show it to you next week and tell you about it a little bit more. Yesterday, last night's one was absolutely awesome. It was out the park about, you know what, how being a good person, you know what, how are you going to be, and it's not chasing being a good person, it's allowing the change within you. So, yeah, let's deal with that one. Oh, thank you, White Zulu. She's got it up there for us. wazandla.co.za. Thank you so much. Buzzy, my mom is wonderful. I'll show you a couple of photos as we go by, as we go along there. Let me read the inscription on here. It is terribly sad. I actually I don't see why people, flathead, how people can actually write something like this on here. We actually got another one, which is an African blessing, which is beautiful, but it's up on our travel stand. Oh Lord, somebody bring me glasses. It says, Honorable owner, read my story inside. This will protect you and your belongings. Don't go without. Made in South Africa, but it says, Honorable owner, read my story inside. And it says, some time ago, I was born a calf in Africa. I can't see for the life of me. I was born a calf in Africa. I contributed towards the food chain. My skin ended up in the tannery to be treated and colored. Then in the talented hands of leather hats, of Pudney leather hats and crafts, established in 1910, craftsmen, ladies, they used this piece of leather to make this comfortable hat handling for you. Bear with my unique scratches, scars, and tick bite marks. Africa is a tough country. This confirms my authenticity. Be kind to me. Give me some leather balm when I am hungry. My most important, enjoy my comfort and your friends and family. And tell your friends and family. Share your joy with me. I feel terrible wearing this calf on my head. After this little calf says, I was born a calf in Africa, and now I've got your skin on my head. You know, just like wants you to go vegan straight away. It's like, no, yep, no. Debbie, Brilla, and Pilla, we're all in the same boat. Yeah, usually I've got glasses lying around here. Now, no, nothing. So, yeah, it was very sweet, but yeah, no. It's I don't know if my wifey, I think she's on. If you can bring me the little African blessing off the table down there, I would be most grateful, my dearie, if you can hear me. I suppose you want photos. Santa Marie says, read in full and then give a pearl of your wisdom. Give her a shout out, please, Denise Liebenberg. I'm definitely going to share this stream with my sister. Denise Liebenberg, shout out to you. May this year be the best year of your life. May you leave behind what you cannot carry. And may you pack in where you have made space. Only good. Tip the hat back. Okay, Buzzy, the hat is tipped back. And no, Andre loves Bullsong way too much. Okay. Okay, maybe not that back. Huh? Is that better? Okay. Then, yeah, we got this little thing in Wazandla as well. It's just an elephant in the country. It says African blessing. And if I can read it, glasses, please. It says, may the African sun always shine on you. May the rhythm of its drums beat deeply in your heart. May the vision of all its glory fill you with joy, and may the memory of Africa be with you always. Very pretty little African blessing there. Little elephant in the cake. So we kept the thing and we've got that. Then, of course, because we went to PE, we got a little thing with a little starfish down in South Africa, little Africa, and it says, with love from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. Very nice. And then in Thailand, we got these. It says Thailand and Bangkok. Little tuk-tuk at the bottom there. That's why I got this one. The other stuff's down there. I can't expect it to bring everything. Otherwise, I'd be the whole night trying to show you. But yeah, and yeah, I missed my biltong. My best biltong is here in. My best biltong is here in Cambodia. Yeah, no. Well, you know what? It's true what you say, Debs. Wow, it's beautiful. We live here and don't see this. How special love the African blessing. It is beautiful, and you don't get to see these places, and we don't. You know what? I didn't go. I mean, the last place I went was an African craft shop when I lived in Africa, and all of these places and things. And you know what? And the more I got angry with people, because first they're like, oh, what are these flippant, angry, arrogant, grumpy South Africans? And then you'd end up being careful. Just ignore those people, because there are so many nice people out there. Because, we phone these people and they just open up for us. I'm standing in a phone shop now. I've got to take this because my mom's got a ringtone. When you phone her, then it goes, no. Yeah, for 89 cents a day, you can get this ringtone as well for your tone. Ding, ding, ding. And of course, the old people just don't smoke it at all. So I've got to try and get this ringtone off. So now I go and stand in this Vodacom shop, and these people are there, and these two ladies, and I'm thinking, we're not getting anywhere, and they're not even worried about us. And you know what? Heaven help us if one of these kind of. And next thing, this guy walks in, he says, "Hi, I'm Tubbs. Let me help you out. I'll sort you out. No problem." And wow, was he great. And the next day we didn't come off. So the next day I went back and he says, "Come here, let me sort this." He says, "Mommy, if you ever need anything, when your kids are gone, you come back here, you ask for Tubbs. I'm going to help you up. I'll look after you, because that's what I would like to have done for my mom and when I get old." What a wonderful person. So all of a sudden, after getting to Checkers and standing in the row and thinking, there's not a cashier in this world who can be more grumpier and more arrogantly looking than a flippin' Checkers Pick and Pay cashier. I must say, Spa was a little bit friendly. And then you meet these other wonderful people and you think, wow, you know what? What am I focusing on in life? That's what we'll talk about next week. We'll talk about our focus. But it's the same thing. When we're in Africa, we don't focus on what's beautiful in our country. We're busy focusing on load shedding. And I know you can't miss it because it's in your face. But there's some beautiful little cultural things, some beautiful little sayings, beautiful little blessings. There was another thing, even with the African elephant bracelet. It's in a little see-through packet, and it's also got a little story from where it's come from, and etc. etc. It's really stunning. So guys, you know what? Give Wazanda a spin, but go and take a look. I'm sure there's more African places around by you as well. And then, of course, you got the story of the little calf that I'm wearing on my head over here, and the tick bites and the scars and that authenticated. So yeah. Yeah, no, I should super chat this stuff. Hey, I should actually get kickbacks for this. Andre's an online souvenir marketing guru. What do I need to do? Please take a screenshot and put it on the WhatsApp group. I am not going to put on the WhatsApp group a picture of me taking a dump. No, I'm kidding. A screenshot of what? Of me, of... I'm not sure. I'm assuming me with my cap. Yes, the screenshot says Ender. Tubbs is an Easter dude. Brilliant. If you ever go to Southridge Village, just before you go into the spa, on the left is a Vodacom shop, which I had such a negative connotation on when I stepped into it, was like, I became this like little lewd, terrible man that I didn't want to become, that I need to leave behind, irritated with everyone, and nobody was worried about it. And I was like, these people probably don't want to help me. These people not going to. And in walks Tubbs, and I'm telling you, wow. He just made me feel better. It's like took his card, put it in my mom's hand. I have another customer at that old age home. You have any problems? I have no worries with my mom on her phone anymore. Anything she has, Tubbs is there. Tubbs is Easter. Yeah, 100% Easter. Next is Debbie. I second that. Would love to see the screenshots on WhatsApp, but need to be added to group. Yeah, you can just join. I don't know how you join the group. I don't run that group. It's run. I think Buzzy runs it. You just join it, or you just add it. I don't know how you get to it. If you exiled Safa, you notice these things more than the locals. Different perspective. Exactly, Hendo. Exactly. Okay. Fiona says, Debbie, she'll help you join afterwards as well. Buzzy's put on the link there as well that you can click on to join it. I'm not the most active in there, although there's some beautiful things and fantastic things and lovely smiling things in there to get done with, that you can go. Anyway, saying goodbye to the fur babies. It's like, no ways. You're not doing this to us. You're not going to. Yes, we are. We're out of here. Cheers. And there we are sitting at the airport. Well, it's not us. I tried to take photos of us. And so these photos are not, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm just not Alison. I just don't get great photos, and I don't remember to take photos. And when I do, it's not always the greatest. But there we are sitting on Phnom Penh Airport. And there we are flying out of Phnom Penh. Nice. It's really such a great feeling. You're just like flying out there. What do you mean Moose Stoters? I didn't take any stoat pictures. And there, for some unknown reason, Ina felt it necessary to wear a mask on the way out of Phnom Penh, which she very soon took off, because I'm like, half these people are not wearing masks. I am joining that half, which I did. And I must say, our flight was actually pretty good, although I'm going to slap somebody's face if they ask me for chicken or beef next. We go, I think this was still going out of Thailand, was that coming into Thailand? Phnom Penh. I think that was coming to Thailand. It was Ethiopia. This is in Ethiopia. Ethiopia. That's Ethiopia Airport. As you can see, you can't go wrong in Ethiopia Airport. There are directory signs hanging all over the place telling you when your flight is leaving. As you can see, just look up into the roof there, and no, you can't. And then we went into the Ethiopian little artifacts and things. And then they tried to rip us a new one, so we left. Because they're very expensive in Ethiopia. They got beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then we got the little sheep that we were flying over, and I quite enjoyed it. There's very packed cattle truck that we were in, as you can see. I'll just give you a shot. 3 on the side, 3 in the middle, 3 on the other side, and packed to the bone. Some more sheep, bigger sheep. I don't know. I just found it very beautiful on the clouds. Going into a cloud. And in South African land. South African land. Oh, and my mom was very happy. There is Mum, and there is Ina. We took her to church on Christmas Day, and we took her to church on New Year's Day, which she can't get to church usually. She's got to listen on the radio. So, whammo. She was ecstatic to be able to get to church there. So, and luckily, Ina did pack in one dress. That's Christmas morning or Christmas Day after we fetched Mum. And Ina and Mum busy doing the present thing over there. That was our little flatlet. You came in from this side, from stairs from the door down this side. Here's like a little lounge, and over here, this side over there was the TV, and out there is a little patio, beautiful. There's the kitchen, little stoves, everything, kitchen area, and over here there's like a sort of a dressing table. You'll probably see it just now standing there with the bed area. Then you walk into another room with double bunks, and then into a bathroom. It was a beautiful, beautiful place. Lovely people, and yeah, that's mom getting really excited on Christmas morning. That's mom suffering the excitement overload on Christmas morning. And that's me finding something really South African out there. Was like, I'm looking for the I said, because I'm not a big drinker, so I couldn't. I wasn't going to go and buy a bottle of stuff. This is what the best was to me as well. I really give a damn about alcohol. I couldn't care about it, so I bring nothing back. But I've had to cart 3 bottles of brandy back with me, and zero alcohol for myself. But anyway, I get this. I'm not going to drink. I'm not buying a bottle of alcohol because I don't, first of all, drink by myself really at all. It's only when we like buying or together or something like that. And I was looking for the Spice Gold and Coke mix, and I couldn't. So I thought, I'm going South African. So I got a Klipdrift and Cola mix. But you'll see that wasn't the only one I found there. Okay, that was on the way to Jeffreys Bay. We went to see Ina's brother there. And White Zulu, Klippies and Cola. She says, yeah, Klippies. And it's a pleasure. Beautiful deed. Good man, Andre and Ina. Sure you made your mom's year. She made ours. This is just where we stopped to put in fuel. I just had to take a photo of something because I was trying to figure out what all the money that I was putting in for fuel was paying for, and it must be that over there. Buzzy, what did I eat? I ate Cook Sisters and Clippies. Hendo, yeah, Clippies it is. What did I eat? I had Cook Sisters and more Cook Sisters. And what happened was a friend of mine actually gets hold of me out of the blue on Facebook. Now, I don't do Facebook messaging or anything like that, and I'm like absolutely twat at Facebook. I haven't posted a single holiday photo on Facebook, to be honest with you. And I do it specifically because people just troll you on there. So I'll put some of these onto the WhatsApp site, but I don't do it. So somehow, because I always end up having to look at Hendo's messenger messages, because he's the only one who messages me on that. Dopen Diesel, yeah. I get this message out of the blue from a buddy of mine, Rodney. Now, Rodney and I sort of grew up together in high school, and we were in scouts together. We were in the Kimley Regiment pipe band together. We went through school together. We went on holidays and everything together. But I haven't seen Rodney in about 18, 20 years. And he's like, yo, I'm here with my parents in PE. He's got a house in the marina in Jeffreys Bay because he works in Zambia, but his kids stay there. And obviously got my house there. So he's bought a house in Jeffreys so that if he retires or comes back down, he sold his other house, bought that, and he stays in Zambia, but his kids stay here and go to university. So he's in Jeffreys Bay. Come have breakfast with us. It was like amazing. Somebody that you haven't seen in 18, 20 years. Such a great person. Wonderful. Andre is the cook sister monster. You're right. I'm not a cook sister monster. There's not a cook sister left in freaking Sunridge Park, bro. The Checkers is out, the Spar is out, the Pick and Pay is out. It's all and the deli. Fat Cook and mince, but Cook Sister definitely a must. I didn't have a big Fat Cook and mince, although I had the little Fat Cook and mince. We had like this bought at Spar, like the 8. One day we just bought those because we tried to make quite a bit of food as well. But anyway, so Rodney gets hold of me, and what a pleasure it was. What a fantastic chap. You know what? When you haven't seen someone for so long, and boom, next thing you get to see them. So we went to have breakfast with them in Jeffreys Bay and saw Ina's brother the next day. There's Rodney and myself having breakfast. And then we said, yes, you know what? It's been such a great morning. We didn't have enough time to do all of that, what we wanted to do. He said, come down on Thursday. This was the Tuesday. He said, come down on Thursday and we'll have a braai, which is really, really great. Oh, geez, I've left. That's Jeffreys Bay Coffee Roastery. We were at the J Bay Surf Village. There we go. J Bay Surf Village. Place called In Food. Very nice. There we go. Free bunting for everybody in South Africa. A little bit of J-Bay there. So we went back to him as well. There's the Mrs. and I. I don't know how to make those things go away. Like this. Sorry. Like that. There's the Mrs. and I at J-Bay. No, dude, not Vet Cook Palace. Cooks is to heaven, bro. Cooks is to heaven. No, I was so chuffed to see that friend of mine. And there's from Ina's brother's house. This is the lagoon, and over here is the sea. So also very, very nice. There we go. You can see better there. This is the lagoon, and there's the beach, and there's the sea. And we got to see Alison. What a beautiful, wonderful person. Fantastic. I could have spent the day with you, Alison. It was absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome to see Alison. What a wonderful person. What an absolute, absolute golden heart you have. I'm telling you, leave behind all the crap that you need to leave behind and deal with the moment you're in. Focus on today. We were talking a lot about focus there as well. Focus on today and focus on the current and focus on the present. Don't pack the future in yet and don't bring the past along. And what a wonderful time we had. There's the missus and I. And Alison and the missus, it was beautiful. We had a place. Let me give it another bunt as well. Angelo's, well done, was really nice on the seafront over there. It's the closest we got to the sea. Alison and the missus. And the missus and I, we had breakfast there. And Lumpta, Cambodia. Yeah, there is Alison. Yes. And I kept my Cambodian shirt on. And then that's the boardwalk. Very expensive shopping mall. And that's my friend's place, Rodney, because we went back on the Thursday then for a braai. And there's his house. And his house has got like a little, I don't know, it's not a jetty, but a mooring place. And he's got like the little, like a little raft thing or whatever. Everybody in the marina's got one like that. And he took us around the marina. It was a little bit windy, but it was beautiful. Take a look there. There's Ina taking a look around the marina. And they've all got them. If you see, all the houses have got these little marina trip boats around with them. Driving along there. There we go. There's another house there with them. Another one over there. Another there. All around the marina. It was absolutely beautiful. Debbie, I'm right up there with you. Love hash browns. Yeah, it does. It looks pretty clean. It wasn't too bad, I must say. For PE, Mr. Gous and his buddies are doing a pretty good job. And of course, that's what I found afterwards. Hendo, you'll be proud of me. I didn't stop at the Clippies and Coke, or the Klipdrift and Coke. I decided to bederf this Rova Bliksem. And I got myself a Buffelsfontein and Cola, which I actually really liked because I felt it was a little less sweet than the Clippies and Cola. So yeah, I had to laugh though. Mum. Oh, and then we went to Tapas. I'll tell you about Mum now. Then we went to Tapas, and I had to take this. This is Ronaldo's place. I had to take this over here. It says a great place to waste your time. And I said, well, you just put it up the wrong way around. And I actually showed it to him. It says, because when you look at it from outside, coming to the inside, it says a great place to waste our time. Obviously, we don't want to waste these people's time. Let's turn around and go away. But yeah, there's Tapas. I just took it from the outside. We actually went to sit right here. And we got to meet. Oh, there's two beautiful bikes at Tapas as well. These two people. That is actually a lady's bike. And that's the gents. Beautiful. And then I eventually got to meet the man, the legend, the name himself, the Masterkind, Ronaldo Gous. And we just seem to have very, very similar T-shirts on. And yeah, what a lovely person. I will tell you what, if you thought he was a nice person when you watched him on his streams, meet him in real life. down to earth, fantastic, accommodating. He's intelligent. He doesn't sit and waffle about crap. He's pretty humble. He's so down to earth. We had I could have spent hours. I eventually got up and moved myself so that I didn't waste too much of his time. Something I shouldn't have done, because I could have spent so much more time, and it was really so great. What a wonderful person, guys. If you subscribe to him and you think he's good when you're watching him, and you think it might be the hour on the YouTube only, I tell you what, meet him in real life. This is a magic person. He did get a little bit too close for liking, because he said, like, let's do a stripper chat. Boom. And of course, I was not like, whoa! Okay, let's get away from that. Everything looks so clean. Yes, it was. It was really clean. As I said, Mr. Gous and his buddies doing a good job. I'm really pleased. Ellison says, happy to meet you. Haven't mentioned anything but the baggage topic spoken to me, and I'm feeling emotional. Oh, man. I am very pleased that you remember my speech on the present. And if the baggage topics helped anyone, it has helped me so much. I just, you know what, this is what Pepper's Echo is all about, is everyday man in the street from the outside looking in. And it's things that I look into that suddenly just make sense in my life, like the baggage today. White Zulu says, it's looking inviting. I'm chuffed you got to meet Ronaldo. Yeah. And Alison. I was so chuffed, over the moon to get. And you know what? They are both such awesome people. I feel humbled to have met a lady like Alison, a gentleman like Ronaldo. They are just such awesome people. Their hearts are gold. You know what? Their little place in heaven's made back there. Ronaldo and Andre, awesome opportunity. Yes, Debbie. But it was brilliant. I'd love to see him again if I go down, and hopefully end of the year, I will be blessed to be able to do that again and still find my mom there. There you will find that's myself and Ina and mum. A very nice little picture of mom there giving a smile. It was fantastic. Yes, definitely. You know what? If you ever come to you say you're really Lauren them awesome, but if you ever come to Cambodia, you've always got a place to lay your head on my pavement. No, I'm kidding. I have a room. Ray, Shawi spoke very highly of you too. Oh, thank you very much, Debbie. I need to catch up. I really haven't, because here's the best thing that's happening to me is I'm going like, right, I'm on leave. Let's check. I can stay up late. I'll catch Ronaldo at 12 o'clock tonight. And like, this is at 10 o'clock. And I'm thinking, twat. It's South Africa. Ronaldo passed at 8 o'clock this evening already. And we're like, really? So like, yeah, the times just didn't work out for us, because we get there. We left here on Wednesday night at 7:30. We got there about 8 o'clock on Thursday night. We go and check into the road lodge. We are flat. I'm telling you, we are absolutely flat. Eventually, like 10 o'clock, we're like into bed, going to sleep. 3 o'clock. 3 freaking clock on Friday morning. Ding. Both Ina and I awake. Why? Because it's 8 o'clock in Cambodia then. And there we were running around the place. Hendo, no bad thoughts there, but we were just running around the place, doing things, by smoking, reading a book, packing this, thinking about when roll the way through. We were awake. Bam. And this was the big problem we've had these holidays is, you know what, we've been up like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. We were like awake, because this is when we should be waking up, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, like, ooh. So we get like overtired, and we're like going through it late at night, like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then the next morning, ding, you're awake. Of course, getting back has been a doozy, because like both Saturday and Sunday, we've just like slept our hearts out. It's been hectic. There's Ina in Das Kitchen. You know what? It was actually so chill that we had to buy a long sleeve top each. We had to buy a long sleeve top each. Debbie, when you say you spoke highly of me, which show was it? I'd actually like to watch it. Narcissist idiot, Andre. No, I'm kidding. It's just nice. Alison says, been to Tapas twice. Atmosphere, food, excellent. Absolutely, absolutely. It is really a family place. It's a wonderful, clean, really great get-together place. I highly, highly recommend going to Tapas. Mommy's beautiful. Thanks, Alison. Your body was on the Cambodian time. Yeah, you're right. It was just like Cambodian time through and through. What's it? Time travelers, shame. It hits you hard. That's why they have melatonin and Vitago to help you. Grandpa. I'm telling you, Grandpa is what helped me. Yes, Buzzy, I would love to really get to meet more of you guys and to meet you people. It's just, and I can talk. I'm a talker. Then we're having a braai on our patio over there. How's that? Braai, guys. We bride. Yes. Not to get to South Africa and not braai. There we are. There's Mum and Ina and the braai. New Year's Eve, okay, it was Ina and I. And I just went to her and I said, let's get a decent bottle of champagne so at least we can drink the damn thing. We don't like pop a bottle of champagne that's crap and we throw it all away. So we bought a 102 Rand bottle of champagne. I went, this is going to be good. Boom, we popped it, poured a glass each, drank it, and the rest stood in the fridge and we poured it out before we left. Really? Really? What a waste of time. And of course, always, you can ask anyone that knows me. Clockwork, New Year's Eve, 12 o'clock, I light a cigar. There's just no two ways about it. Before I drink champagne or pop a cork, I light a cigar on New Year. It's just my tradition. And always light a cigar. And there's the missus and I all by ourselves on our little patio doing the New Year stunt. There we went to visit my aunt on New Year's Day. They'd come back from Kuruman and she was there. So she was all alone because the cousins and everyone had gone off to Krabies and Langebaan and that. So there's Ina, we got bounced off to church the morning, went to pick up some KFC and then bounced off. And there's another one of Mom and Ina looking most worried. There we all are. That's my Auntie Jill, but she's not the one that looks after Mom so much at all because she can't move around. She needs a carer too. Ina and I. There's the missus and I. So if you didn't see us before, there's our gracious holiday pic. Pepper and the Princess. And that's just a friend of mine that we went to as well. Very good friend of mine there. We grew up together in a place called Lime Acres. And they've always been very dear friends. They're also very, very kind to my mother. On her birthday, Melanie always, this is Melanie and Günther. Melanie has never failed to bring her a cake for everybody. She bakes it physically for her and makes it for my mom and will take it there. Her TV wasn't working. Next thing, Günther just rocked up with a new TV for her. They are absolutely Elf Ruant, buddy. So, thanks. You love the line, Pepper and the Princess. And that's our last meal, our final meal, our last supper, not the supper. We'd actually flown from PE to Johannesburg on Thursday morning, and then we were on Johannesburg Airport, and we went to sit in the Spur to wait for we checked in and everything for the international flight. We sat in, and I said to Ina, I think it was about 10:30, 11. I said, there is no ways I'm having breakfast at this spot. I am going to have a last meal. So I had a steak. And of course, Spur veggies. What is Spur without Spur veggies? So we had our last supper there. And that is just Thailand airport in Thailand. Thailand airport. That's Thailand airport. And Thailand airport. Obviously, I suddenly remembered I had a camera in Thailand. Thailand airport, taking off in Thailand into the sunset. No, yes, into the sunset. On our last leg home, over the little cotton wool. I love the clouds. I just haven't. And then sunset above the clouds. I loved that. You just check how red it gets there. That's the last little bit of Thailand through the fluffies there. And then sunset over the clouds. Yeah, you got What's Marach Tani Fiona? Hello, Stalker, what an absolute treat. Yes, what a treat to have Ronaldo's Stalker trolling us as well. Nice, man. Fiona, we flew between Phnom Penh and Thailand. We flew Bangkok Air. This is on Bangkok Air. And from Bangkok to Ethiopia and to South Africa, we flew Ethiopian Air. It's okay, but it's the cheapest. So you must remember you've got everyone who's bought the cheap seats there and everybody wants to be treated like a king at the same time. So it's difficult, but it was nice. And I must say we were very fortunate and blessed. And I know they say hashtag blessed, but we were very, very fortunate to have very nice people next to us all the time when we went down and back. So I must say that our flight was most comfortable. There's another bit of sunset over the clouds. There I got a nice sunset. I just loved, I was totally intrigued by the sunset over the clouds. It's coming back Friday night. It's the last supper on the plane. The princess feeling perky. Plane quite full, as you can see. And welcome home, Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh Airport. There we were. That was our landing in Phnom Penh. That was sort of like, you know what, this is final. Oh, maybe I should add sound for you. ท่านผู้โดยสารคะท่านมาถึงท่าอากาศยานนานาชาติพนมเปญเรียบร้อยแล้วเวลาท้องถิ่นในขณะ You know that like little talking when you get I love it when they talk through their nose on the apron. กับประเทศไทยค่ะขอความกรุณานับประจำที่พร้อมทั้งรัดเข็มขัดนิรภัยและยังคงปิดโทรศัพท์มือถือจนกว่าเครื่องจะตอบสนิทและสัญญาณแจ้งรัดเข็มขัดดับลง That's not Khmer, that's Thai. ของเหนือศีรษะและตรวจสอบสัมภาระของท่านให้เรียบร้อยก่อนลงจากเครื่องค่ะขอให้ท่านระมัดระวังพื้นต่างระดับขณะก้าวออกจากเครื่องโปรดปฏิบัติตามในนามของสายการบินบางกอกแอร์เวย์และสายการบินร่วมกัปตันวราทุกคนขอขอบพระคุณที่ท่านใช้บริการของเราและหวังเป็นอย่างยิ่งว่าจะได้ต้อนรับท่านอีกในโอกาสต่อไปที่สุดแห่งการบริการด้วยใจเพื่อคุณบางกอกแอร์เวย์ assures fatigue That is Thailand. No, Phnom Penh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now landed at Phnom Penh International Airport. The local time is now 12 minutes to 7, which is the same time as Thailand time. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep your mobile phones turned off until the aircraft come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Be careful when opening the overhead compartment and ensure that you take all your personal belongings with you. Please use caution when stepping off the aircraft. There we go. That's the sign that says Phnom Penh International Airport. You are finally home. Captain Varad and all the crew would like to thank you for flying with us, and we look forward to see you again soon. Particularly yours, Bangkok Airways assures. Here we go. Thank you. That's the sign that says you're home, boys. You're home. Safely tucked up and home. It's a good feeling and a bad feeling because you miss what you've left behind, but it's good to be home as well. Okay. And that is that. That is the adventure. Yeah, they do it usually in Ethiopia. On the Ethiopian Airlines, they do it in Ethiopian and English. And then on Thai, Bangkok Airlines, they do it in Thai and English as well. So, yeah. What can I say? It's been a doozy. It's been a blast. May your year be beautiful. Take care of yourselves. Leave your luggage behind that you shouldn't be dragging along. Clean your cases. Especially throw out what doesn't belong to you. Hand back what doesn't belong to you. And it doesn't matter if you carry it for somebody a little bit, but give it back. Make sure you turn out your suitcase and make sure you take a look at what luggage you're carrying into 2023 with you. May you be blessed in 2023. May it be an awesome, awesome year for you. May your road rise up to meet your feet. May your blessings be African. May your light stay on. May you feel as great as what I do coming back today and knowing that hopefully one day we'll be back. Yeah, Hendo, a happy feeling torn between happiness and sadness. Thank you very much. It's been an honor to share my experience with you. Take care. It's wonderful to be back. It's absolutely awesome to see you wonderful people there again. Take care. Be good. And remember, guys, you can't be good. At least be kind. Cheers.